Hey everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Star Trek Voyager Season 3, Episode 23, Distant Origin. I don't know if I love this episode or hate this episode. Like, it depends on kind of how many drinks I've had. The plot is so far out in left field that it's brilliant. And I just talking about it kind of makes me laugh. It's one of those, like, it's so bad it's actually kind of funny. It starts out with these aliens, and I actually had to look it up. Supposedly they're on the planet where the two-parter of Basics took place, from the Season 2 finale to Season 3, I think it was. Yeah, because that's where we got rid of the Kazon. So where that episode took place, and these aliens have found remains of a human, and they think that they are related to humans, and they have all of these genetic markers and stuff. And at first, just that little bit, I was like, I am in on this episode. Like, I am with you. I'm in tune. Let's go. Because I love The Next Generation, specifically the episode The Chase, where in that episode, humans, Romulans, Klingons, and Cardassians are all led by the genetic markers, and then the female founder, to be honest with you, from Deep Space Nine, shows up and is like, hey, so we were here millions of years ago, and we spread our DNA everywhere, and you're all just kind of, you popped up out of our DNA, so that's why you all kind of look the same. And it was The Next Generation's way of saying, hey, this is why all of our aliens look humanoid, because that's not because of our budget. We could make you all look like aliens, I mean, whatever, but it's because you are all kind of related distantly. So I thought that's where this episode was going, and kind of, I guess I was right a little bit. So I was like, oh, this is going to be great. And I kind of wish they had tied it in more, like part 2 of The Chase, and even have the female founder like pop up again. But it's not. So this alien goes to his government, and he's like, hey, I think we're related to these mammals, and I think they come from our home world. And she's like, are you out of your mind? Like, no. And I believe it. Like, if a scientist today were like, hey, I think we're actually related to these people from a different planet, they're gonna think they're crazy. I mean, that's basically like Scientology. So these two aliens end up coming to Voyager, and they have supreme technology. Like, they're able to track us and find us and get to us, and even board the ship and just kind of walk around while being cloaked. And there's kind of a great scene where Tom and B'Elanna are talking. Like, she loses a bet, and he's like, okay, well, we're going to do a fight in the holodeck, and it's BYOB. And she's like, what does that mean? Bring your own bat lift. Which, let me tell you, I did not get a bat lift for my birthday, and I am very disappointed. Anyway, so they end up discovering that there are these two aliens on the bridge, and they track them, and one of them gets away with Chakotay, and the other's basically stuck there. As the episode continues, they do all sorts of research and stuff, and mostly thanks to the Doctor seeing that, hey, we do have DNA in common, they're able to track it all the way down to this reptile that was like the last of the warm-blooded and cold-blooded type of species. I'm not even going to try to pronounce these names. Well, if we take the warm-blooded side and evolve it, we get humans. And if we take the cold-blooded side and they evolve it to its furthest furthest evolution it got, it was a dinosaur. And that dinosaur was extinct. And Janeway's like, okay, well, what if it did keep evolving for 65 million years? What would it look like? And it's the aliens we have on board. So essentially, we have aliens in outer space. It's like a Doctor Who episode, aliens on a spaceship. So anyways, it turns out that dinosaurs had space travel capability, launched themselves off the planet before the natural destruction, came all the way to the Delta Quadrant, and became a thriving species. What the fuck? Like, it's insane how, like, out in left field that is, but it's also so brilliant that I'm like, sure, why not, if you say so. Just have another drink to get through this episode. Overall, I did like it. I thought it was it's one of those, like, if you take it seriously, it's going to fall apart, and you can't do it. But if you kind of, like, take it as a little bit of a joke, it's really an enjoyable episode. By the time you get to the end, it starts getting way too serious, where the scientist, dinosaur, alien, basically is going to be put to death, along with Voyager, if he doesn't say that all of his studies were fake, and he takes it all back. So in the end, this dinosaur is shamed just to allow Voyager to escape. And like he has this touching moment where like he's holding a replicated globe and he's like, this is my home world and someday everybody will know this is where we came from. It's like, you go, dinosaur. But overall, yeah, I could not take this episode seriously, but it was also really funny. So for those who have seen this one, what did you guys think? Did you relate it to the Chase episode? Did you think it was sad? Did you think it was funny? Did you take it seriously? Go ahead, let me know. Thank you guys for everything, and I will see you guys next time for Displaced.